Hello everyone and welcome, and I'm Miss Rennu. Welcome to Genius Kids on Air, a show for kids and by kids, being brought to you by Genius Kids. Now a national franchise, as well as offering online learning to children all around the world. Be sure to visit our website at geniuskidsonairapril102013show. If you're interested in owning your own Genius Kids, well, join our growing family of entrepreneurs and visit geniuskidsonairapril102013show or give me a call. That's Miss Rennu at 510-364-4033. This weekly educational segment is featured every Wednesday evening between 5 to 5:15 p.m. as we bring you the latest in kids education, tips and ideas of how to develop your child into a leader of tomorrow, as well as discuss live topics with students right from their classrooms. We have campuses offering full-time and part-time daycare for all ages and after school in Fremont, San Ramon, Newark and Palo Alto, and the very first public speaking and communication development center called Win with Words right here in Fremont. And now, for the very first time, a kids TV talk show. That's right, a show for kids and by kids, which will be featured nationally on TV Asia. We are currently auditioning for our very first season, so give me a call at 510-364-4033. We are seeking confident, outgoing, animated children, the total drama-bazi type, who want to be on TV with their own segment. So if you have one of those drama-bazi types at home that needs to be on a TV show, give me a call at 510-364-4033. And remember, the next 15 minutes is going to be totally entertaining as we bring you kids news, parenting tips, and lots of fun. Remember, Neil Postman once said, "Children are the living messages we send to a time we will not see." So stay tuned. We'll be right back after these quick messages.
So off to the little genius kid, see the results, you'll be glad you did. Little genius, the little genius kid. Little genius, the little genius kid. Little genius, the little genius kid. Little genius, I'm the little genius kid. Little genius, 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 I'm the little genius kid.
Genius Kids is proud to announce the very first national TV talk show for children, which will be televised locally in Fremont and shown on TV Asia all over the country. A bi-weekly TV show for kids focusing on developing character education, public speaking and confidence. So if you have an animated child who loves to speak, laugh, giggle, talk and chat, then they need to be on our show. We need a commitment of one Saturday per month for filming our episodes. Break your child into media and television today. Give me a call at 510-364-4033. That's 510-364-4033. Your child could be the next super TV star. We all know that choosing the right preschool and after-school program for your child is important, but with so many choices, how do you select the best one? At Genius Kids, our philosophy is simple. There is a difference between care and quality care. Sure, if you just want care and are not interested in what the child is going to do all day, then you have plenty of choices. But if you want quality care, a program that is structured, focused and exceeding the basic milestones, a program where the staff are credentialed and licensed, all this comes for a price. After all, you cannot expect the results of Harvard at the price of a state school. Genius Kids offers you the best for those who seek the best. Please only call us if you want quality care and the best care for your child. Call us at 510-713-2431. That's 510-713-2431, or visit geniuskidsonline.com.
The adventure of life is to learn. The purpose of life is to grow. The nature of life is to change. The challenge of life is to overcome. The essence of life is to care. The opportunity of life is to serve. The secret of life is to dare. The spice of life is to befriend. And the beauty of life is to give. Give your child the gift of public speaking and confidence. I am Sana and I'm 6 years old, a prodigy of Genius Kids.
Hello everyone and welcome back. And for those who've just tuned in, you're catching Genius Kids on Air, the best kids educational segment featured every Wednesday evening right here on KLOK 1170 AM from 5 to 5:15 p.m. And every week we educate you with many different things. Today I'm going to talk to you about how to be a happy working dad. That's right, we're going to focus on the dads this week and not the moms. According to a recent study by the Pew Research Center, a new report finds that fitting work with family is not just a woman's issue. The report finds that dads are trying their best to spend more time than ever with their children, but they still feel like they're not spending enough time. This should not surprise us. Expectations for dad's participation at home have risen steadily over 3 generations, but the need to make a living has not gone away. As a result, many of today's fathers feel caught between the pincers of home and work. And though mums have struggled on both fronts for decades, the juggle is new and shocking to men. Well, this is according to the Pew study. To test this assertion, I googled how to be a happy working parent. And guess what? The first 100 hits were targeted at moms. This will suggest that a lot of thought has not been given to the happiness of working fathers, and there are consequences to seeing work and life issues through a maternal lens, including the sense that a man's individual problems represent personal and not societal failures. So daddies, what I decided to do this week is to give you some tips on how to actually balance your work life with your family life. So let's share a few tips with you. The first one I would say, and I know this is easier said than done, is killing your commute. Many of us spend 2 to 3 hours a day going to work, and this takes away from the quality time you could be spending with your kids and your family. So if you're able to maybe work from home, spend at least a couple of half days at home, you'd be able to spend some quality time with your children. The second tip I have for you is get your team in place and be on the same page. Remember, we do not raise kids alone, and that is especially true when both parents are working. So as a working father, you need to be able to see yourself as a senior manager in a department whose personnel will change over the years, but whose goal remains the same, to raise healthy, happy kids. And who is on that team? Well, obviously the other parent to whom you might or might not be married, but she shares the authority with you, and you will need their buy-in on major decisions. To get that, you'll need to cultivate skills such as listening, empathy, negotiation, and compromise. With the other parent, you'll manage a progression of nannies, daycares, preschool, schools, after schools, and summer camps. Budget permitting, you should also be able to outsource certain functions such as housework, cooking dinner, and dog walking. Don't leave all the details to your co-parent. Instead, divide your responsibilities according to your complementary skills and interests so that you feel involved and challenged. And who else is on the team? Well, of course, extended family such as your friends and grandparents. So don't be afraid to ask for help, including babysitting and taking the risk of maybe confiding in your friends when you feel overwhelmed. Another tip I have for you, which is a difficult one, is embracing flexible gender roles and the resilience that comes with it. There are many men who are kind of hung up on the ideas of what men should do and what women should do. Remember, if mom didn't look down on dad if she made more money than him, then dad should not waste time resenting the burdens of childcare. In fact, embracing flexible gender roles can make couples very happy. Given today's precarious economic situations, the happy working parent needs to be able to adapt and adjust. Well, this is according to the Baruch College sociologist Carrie Medved in an email referring to a series of studies which she conducted the two-income and reverse traditional couples. Gender flexibility allows, we argue, greater ability to successfully and dynamically balance work and family. And as the Pew study reveals, the roles and attitude of men and women are indeed converging. Men are beginning to develop more emotion and interpersonal skills, while women are going to school and to work. There's a good reason why that is happening. When layoffs can come on at any time, both partners need to be capable of making money and making dinner. In other words, try this flexibility, and the redundancy will add up to greater resilience in the face of economic shocks, and it is a happy side effect of enriching men's emotional lives and freeing both sexes from the prison of gender expectations. And before you shoot me, I'll be right back after this quick message. In the 9th year of commitment to education, support and uplifting the underprivileged members of the society, Sahayta's continued success and journey needs volunteers such as yourselves to care and share. 100% donations go to projects with no admin fees, and just $15 a month from you can make a child's dream to be educated come true. Visit www.sahayta.org, that is SAHAITA.org, or email sahayta@gmail.com. Remember, as Mahatma Gandhi once said, the simplest acts of kindness are by far more powerful than 1,000 heads bowing in prayer. Genius Kids is proud to announce the very first national TV talk show for children, which will be televised locally in Fremont and shown on TV Asia all over the country. A bi-weekly TV show for kids focusing on developing character education, public speaking, and confidence. So if you have an animated child who loves to speak, laugh, giggle, talk, and chat, then they need to be on our show. We need a commitment of one Saturday per month for filming our episodes. Break your child into media and television today. Give me a call at 510-364-4033. That's 510-364-4033. Your child could be the next super TV star. As parents, I ask you, why do we work so hard to give the best to our kids? Why do we have kids? To continue our family legacy and as a symbol of love between mom and dad. Then why do parents shop around and hunt for the cheapest learning center instead of the best learning center? After all, you know you pay for what you get. So if you're a parent listening to this message and you're seeking a fun, effective, productive learning center for your child, be it ages 3 months to 12 years old, and you want the best and are willing to pay for the best, then give Genius Kids a call. At Genius Kids, we believe that moral growth is as important as education and academics. Our curriculum is an ongoing process that will develop core life skills that will span the course of your child's lifetime. We focus on character building, public speaking with effective communication in everything we do, so the habits and beliefs of moral intelligence that we instill in our kids today will become their ethical foundation that they will use forever. If you believe in what I just said, then you are the kind of parent we seek at Genius Kids. Coming soon to Newark, and with 8 centers in Fremont, Palo Alto, and San Ramon, we believe in quality and not quantity. Call 510-713-2431. That's 510-713-2431, or visit geniuskidsonline.com.
चंदनिया जब जाना वे चंदर को रुक जाना वे बेटियां मेरी सो जावे लेकिन आज मैं सलाहूं राउना चुप सलाहूं मैं लोरी लोरी मैं लोरी लोरी Melody, Lodi, Melody, Lodi. My name is Usman. I'm 4 years old. I'm a proud Genius Kids. Bhavamudona, Bahyamunanduna, Govinda, Govinda, Yani Kolu Bavo, Manasa, Bhavamulona, Hari Avatara Mole, Akela Devatalu, Hari Loneve, Brahmandam Bulu, Harina Mamule, Anni Mantram Mulu, Hari Hari, Hari Hari, Hari Anavo, Manasa, Bhavamulona. My name is Vaishnav and I'm 5 years old and I'm a proud Genius Kid. जैसी चाह हाथी जैसी तुम ओ सावन राजा कहाँ से आई तुम चक दुम चक दुम चक कोल लगा है सबको गाता है सावन आता है खमर खुम चक दुम चक दुम चक. My name is Rishabh Haraj and I'm 4 years old and I'm a proud Genius Kid.
Hello everyone and welcome back. And for those who've just tuned in, you're catching us in the last part of our show. This is Genius Kids being brought to you every week right here on KLOK 1170 AM by Genius Kids, and I'm Miss Rennu. Our focus is to awaken the inner genius in each child, developing their confidence to speak out, share their views, ideas and notions whatever their age may be. We will end the show today with a little thought. The ability to recognize what we teach our children is one parenting skill from which we can all benefit. From the moment our children are born, they are learning from us. They learn that if they cry, we respond. If they pull our hair, we say ouch. If they throw their cup on the floor, we pick it up. And as time goes on, we teach them to walk, talk, and get dressed and say their ABCs. So parents, we have the responsibility to teach our children morals and values. We cannot depend solely on schools to fulfill this important duty. A child's educational success is not always dependent upon where he or she attends school, but how involved their parents are in their education. And on that note, you have a wonderful week, and we'll talk to you next week. keep smiling. Genius Kids is proud to announce the very first national TV talk show for children, which will be televised locally in Fremont and shown on TV Asia all over the country. A bi-weekly TV show for kids focusing on developing character education, public speaking and confidence. So if you have an animated child who loves to speak, laugh, giggle, talk and chat, then they need to be on our show. We need a commitment of one Saturday per month for filming our episodes. Break your child into media and television today. Give me a call at 510-364-4033. That's 510-364-4033. Your child could be the next super TV star.